YouTube, we back like we never left. Aight, we got 6 downright terrifying, true short horror stories. Let's get it, let's go. We got another scary video.
I've gone on outdoor runs ever since I can remember. It was around 6 p.m. one night in the summer. I just finished eating a light dinner, and as usual decided to go on a run. I always run the same path. Neighborhood sidewalks for about a half mile, then pass a gate into the forest where I run another 2 miles. Now, the forest I ran in has 2 separate paths, one paved and one not. The unpaved one is more scenic, so I'll usually take it on the way in. I'll then take the paved path when I turn around and start heading back. The paths into the forest are a bit hidden. I don't think many people know about them, so...
Do forests scare you guys? Like, to be honest, forests, bruh, they a little scary for real. Call me whatever, but forests are honestly kind of scary. Especially at night, because you don't know what could be there. There could literally be, bro, you could be walking in a forest and right behind that tree or stump on the floor, there's a suitcase with a dead body in it. Forests are scary.
Oh, they're usually not that busy. It's actually kind of rare for me to see another person.
Especially at night.
But, of course, every once in a while, I'll meet some people walking their dog or something.
W.
But other than that, I'm pretty much alone. Well, at least I thought I was. I've been running in the forest for a while now, when I heard a notification coming from my phone. It wasn't a text message, rather an airdrop notification. I could tell from the sound.
Nah, that's creepy. Nah, imagine thinking you alone and you get airdrop something and it's a picture of you. Oh my gosh. And it's a picture of you from the back. And then you turn around and nobody is there. And then you hear footsteps behind you. Oh, nah, that's creepy.
I panicked. Clearly someone had to have been close to me to send this.
Yeah, nah, that's creepy.
I tried to play it off like I didn't hear it and kept running for a few seconds.
Run, bruh.
I then stopped to change the music. In reality, I was pulling out my phone to look at the notification. I clicked on it, and my heart sank. It was a Snapchat picture of me I'd run with the caption, "Come back." Clearly, it was taken just seconds ago. I was wearing the same clothes in the picture and everything. From where the picture was taken, it looked like the person was hiding in the bushes.
Bro, that's the thing about forests, bro. Too. People could literally just be hiding in there. It's like a good hiding spot.
I put my phone back and started running as fast as I could. I was forced to take the long way out of the forest back to my neighborhood. As I was running, I started hearing rustling and footsteps behind me.
Bruh!
But I didn't turn back.
No, run!
I finally...
I'm running a 4 flat out of there. No BS. I'm running a 4 flat. Psst, out of there.
Reached the edge of the forest. I began running through backyards to lose whoever was chasing me.
Oh, just knock on their door.
It worked, with the last thing I could hear being metal hitting metal, suggesting he or she had some sort of weapon.
Oh,
I still don't know who it was. Like I said, I never looked behind me. I don't even have the slightest clue what they looked like. I don't know what they wanted from me. I never ran in that forest again. And I've since turned off my phone's airdrop completely.
Dang, bro. That's creepy for real. Oh my god.
My brother-in-law and I were on a road trip across the country. We were driving on a remote highway.
A road trip across the country. Yeah, that sounds so fun, guys. Let's take a road trip across. Actually, no, bro. A road trip across the country. You know how boring that'd get? You just sitting in a car for whoever knows how long. Probably like days on. Hell no.
Highway in New Mexico. I'm talking one rest stop or gas station about every 100 miles. Every one of them being solitary with no other buildings in sight. By this point, it was already dark. We would take turns driving 4-hour shifts until about 1 or 2 a.m. Then we would stop at a rest stop to sleep. It was a bit...
Yeah, this is scary too. Because, like, what if you just be getting super tired? And it's like, you gotta pull over just to go to sleep, you know? And you wake up to somebody knocking and staring in your window. Just eyes in the window with a type smile.
Past midnight.
And if I predict it, don't say pre-recorded. If I predict it, don't say pre-recorded.
And with rest stops being as rare as they
or
were,
pre-watched.
we both agreed to stop
I
for
meant
the night
pre-watched.
the next one we saw. Another hour passed when we finally saw
Nice
one.
compass, dude.
We took the exit, and sure enough, there was your typical middle of nowhere rest stop. There was one other car parked in front of the doors
Yeah,
off to the
hell
side.
no. Oh, hell no.
We got out to go
Hell
to
to
the
the
bathroom and
nah.
walked up to the double doors, each of us grabbing a door handle. The doors were locked. I turned and looked around to see if there was a sign explaining why. I mean,
Bro, just piss outside.
the lights were on inside. It didn't look closed.
What?
I cupped my hands to the door and further surveyed the inside. That's when I saw it. There was a splash of bright red on what I assume was a closet door near the back.
Oh!
I suddenly realized that I was looking at a huge streak of blood. From the
Oh!
color alone, I could tell it wasn't dry. I froze up.
It was wet.
My brother-in-law began banging on the door trying to get someone's attention. I stopped him and pointed out the blood on the wall. I could see the color disappear from his face as he noticed it. We both turned to leave. As we were getting back inside our car, I took a better look at the other car in the parking lot. It had no plates, it had multiple dents, and there was an empty gun rack in the back window of it. We pulled out, and as we were driving off, I saw the door to the rest stop start opening. I didn't really see anyone though. We pulled away before anyone actually came out. We weren't able to call the police for at least a couple hours. We had no service. When we finally did,
Ooh,
they
that's
assured
even
us they'd inspect
scarier.
the place. Days later, I called the sheriff's department in the county where we stopped that night, asking about what happened or what they found.
Can you
They
quit
told me
turning
they'd
away?
search their records and call me back with what came up. As far as I know, I never received a call back.
Ooh, that's eerie. But how did they lock the doors?
I was home alone with my dog. It was around midnight, and I decided to let him outside one last time before going to bed. I opened the front door, and he went off running out into the night. I then closed and locked it while I went to go get ready for bed. This was pretty routine. After using the bathroom, he usually liked to walk around for a few minutes before coming back inside. As I was walking back downstairs, I could hear scratching on the door. This was how my dog would let me know he was ready to be let back inside, so I headed over to open the door. I don't know why, but ever since I was young, I've always had the habit of looking through the door's peephole before opening it. Like, it doesn't matter the situation, I can't open the door without knowing 100% who it is. I do this, and instead of seeing my dog, I see a man with his head down staring very intently at the door handle.
Bro thought he was a dog. Bro was trying to act like a dog. Might as well just bark at this point, bro. Bro was trying to act like a dog. Oh my gosh, now these people are sick, bro.
I froze with my eyes still glued to the peephole. I then heard the scratching again.
Bro's on the door like, bro, you're not the dog.
Louder this time. It was the man. I could see his hands moving up and down against the door.
Weirdo.
He was pretending
Bro, I'm pulling some Home Alone-ish. Boo!
to be my dog to get me to open the door.
That's weird. No, that's actually weird. Hey, good job checking
I
the
was
people.
worried for my dog's safety. I wanted to call the police, but I didn't think they would take me seriously.
Why would they not?
I tried taking a picture of the man with my phone, knowing I could at least make a report. But my camera couldn't take pictures through the peephole. It was too small. You couldn't make out anything behind the glass. All of a sudden, the man lifts
You probably could. You probably just were bad.
up his shirt and pulls out a knife.
Ah! Ah, my foot. Oh, I just kicked my chair. Ah!
He begins trying to pick the door's lock.
Now you sicko, bro. Pull out the gun. Literally. Bop, bop, bop. All over this
went on
boy.
for maybe a minute, when my dog finally noticed him and started barking. Now, my dog isn't
He should just start barking at this point too, bro.
that big. He's actually pretty small, but he has a deep
A
sounding
foot.
bark. That, mixed with the fact that it was dark, and the man likely couldn't see my dog, was enough to startle him into running off.
I wonder if that man, if the dog attacked him, if he would have stabbed the dog. Do y'all think he would have stabbed the dog? But that makes no sense, though. I'm confused right now. Because he obviously saw the dog, and he just said his dog was small. Because I'm assuming he saw the dog, because that's why he was scratching at the door to imitate a dog. Maybe he just got scared by its bark. So he's all bark, no bite.
My dog retook his place at the front door, to which
Let
I
him in!
quickly opened it and let him back in.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
been a while since this happened, and I've since moved to a new house.
Yeah, it's creepy.
I did
bro.
end up filing a police report, but they weren't able to come up with any suspects. I'm currently living in my car after being put in a poor financial situation because of some circumstances that I won't mention.
It's tough.
I'd just gotten off of a long shift at work and was extremely exhausted. I parked in some random Walmart parking lot and got into the back of my car. I reached over and put the keys in the ignition so that I could keep the heat on. I laid down and fell asleep right away, unfortunately forgetting to lock my doors.
How? How do you do that? No, like, actually, though. How do you forget to lock your doors if you're sleeping at night in your car, bro?
Now, I've
Oh my gosh, somebody's gonna put their eyes up to the window, peek right through. Ah!
always been a heavy
Or
sleeper.
open their door.
It takes a lot to get me up. I remember opening my eyes, my other senses slowly coming to me. It was still dark outside, and there was this slight humming sound. I instinctively looked out one of the windows. I could see trees quickly passing by. Someone was in the driver's seat, and the car...
Oh my gosh! Nah! No, this is the scariest one I've heard yet. Somebody hopped in their car and started driving it while she was asleep. Oh my. Oh my gosh.
car was moving. They were wearing a hood, so I couldn't see their face. I slowly reached over to the passenger side back door compartment where I kept a knife.
Stab his ass! Psst, 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 psst.
I grabbed it and abruptly pointed it at the guy as I screamed at him.
No! Just get at him! He deserves it.
He must have seen the knife through the rearview mirror, as he didn't even look back at me before slamming on the brakes, opening the door and getting out.
Does he not have a weapon of his own? Or does he not just want to use it? I don't know. What is this sicko, bruh? You watched a girl sleep.
He ran in a straight line directly into the forest that was covering the ground on both
That's
sides.
brazy. That's brazy.
I sat there trying to catch my breath. I had no idea where I was. The best description I can give is some sketchy road in a tightly compacted forest.
Who knows what he would have done? Who knows what he would have done? She could have been murdered that night. But I feel like he would have had a weapon on him. But also, I know you're a heavy sleeper. How do you sleep through all that? You slept through a dude opening your door, getting in the car. You'd like feel the air outside, and you didn't wake up from him starting starting the car or nothing. Actually, the car was already started. But still. Oh
I
my.
locked all the doors.
That's
I
brazy,
checked
bruh.
my phone. It was 3 a.m. I had no phone service, so I turned around
You
and started driving back until I got
sicko.
some. I was too...
Bro, like this isn't. No, this is scary. Bro, driving in this, you could
hours
not
away from
pay
the
me.
parking lot I had phoned
2 hours. You were driving for 2 hours, and you didn't wake up.
asleep
Bro, how out were you?
in. I don't know who that guy was.
That guy
I
is
never
a
saw his
sicko. You
face.
drove for 2 hours.
Part of me thinks he was simply trying to steal the car, not realizing I was sleeping in the back. But how could he not have seen me? I worry it was an attempted abduction.
Thank gosh, you alright.
In my early 20s, I was using Tinder a lot. Sometimes I would go out with a girl and we wouldn't connect, or I'd just get stood up. I eventually matched with this one girl who was really close to me. It was like a couple miles or something. I knew this meant her profile must have been new, because I'd already been on the app for a while now, and it was getting to the point where it was starting to suggest people that were really far away. We talked for about a day, and decided to go out for dinner that evening.
Where you
The plan
going?
was I would pick her up and we would
McDonald's?
go from there. I got in my car and set my GPS to the address she gave me. It was an apartment complex. When I got there, I texted her asking which apartment door was hers.
Don't get catfish, my boy. Don't get catfish, my boy.
I drove around the open complex searching for the right numbers until I finally got to her building. I texted her that I was parked right outside.
I mean, you texted him.
Immediately, I got a text back insisting I come meet her at the door. I found this
Don't do
kind of
it. Get her
annoying
out to your...
because there was nowhere close to park. I had to go a bit further away to find a spot. As I was walking towards her building, I pulled up her profile one last time to remind myself again exactly what she looked like. I scrolled through her pictures and noticed they were inconsistent. Like each picture was a similar looking but still different girl. I had no idea how I didn't notice this before.
that from the jump?
I gave her the benefit of the doubt and just assumed it was some of her friends or something. I walked to the...
Oh my gosh, talk about pussy power. Talk about pussy power, bro. How bad does this dude want to get his nut off? You realized. You pull up to this sketchy place, you get a sketchy text. You look at her Tinder, and you realize that she does not look the same in any of the pictures, yet you still trying to get your nut off, my boy. Talk about pussy power.
door and was surprised to find it was unlocked and even slightly cracked open. I reached out my hand to knock, but before I did, I heard a voice from behind the door whisper, "Be quiet, he's coming up to the door."
Yeah, run.
It was a male voice.
Is that dude stupid too inside? Like, you're an idiot.
I got a gut reaction to leave or something was gonna
Yeah, no shade.
happen to me. I turned around and ran out of the complex back to my car. When I got home, I checked my phone and saw that I had 2 new notifications,
Where are you?
both from the Tinder account. One said something like, "I saw you, where'd you go?" And the other said, "Come back." I ignored these messages.
Block him.
But before I went to bed, I got another text from the account. This one simply said, "We got your license plate number." I deleted the app right then and there.
What do they want from him? To rob him? I'm assuming to rob. Yeah, I think to rob. That's the thing. Robbing sucks, but I don't think they would have murdered him because it was multiple dudes. Like, I think they would have, which obviously is not. They would have probably jumped him and robbed him. But yeah.
I work a night security job. It was 4 a.m.
Never.
I just
I'll
got
never
off of a
work that.
10-hour shift and was exhausted. I was also pretty hungry, so I decided to order some food on my phone.
What'd you get, dude?
I placed my order and put on a movie as I waited.
The movie, dude.
Eventually, I hear the doorbell ring. I'd set the option to contactless delivery, so I waited to get the photo sent to the delivery app before
Oh, it's gonna be like the opposite because I've been hearing stories about like the delivery drivers be showing up to sketchy houses. This gonna be the opposite.
I got up. A couple more minutes pass, and I see the photo of my food on the doorstep. I was about to get up and go get it when I heard aggressive banging on the door, followed by a man's voice yelling out that my food was here. I was a bit annoyed that the driver was still here, because again, I had the option set to contactless delivery. I pulled up the app and texted in this, saying it's okay for him to leave. The banging continued. I was waiting for him
Menace to society.
to finally see the text and leave, but that never happened.
Yeah,
I
bro.
finally decided to just open
this
my
boy
door
out of
and
the
tell him in
neighborhood, bro.
person. I walked up to the door and opened it. Immediately, a grimy-looking man lunged at me, but what he didn't realize is that I'd yet to unlock the screen door as well.
You're an idiot. Do you know that?
Seeing all this, I slammed the main door and relocked
You're an idiot, dude. Do you know that?
it. I called the police and
You're an idiot, dude. Do you know that?
reported the man.
Oh
When they
my
arrived,
gosh,
he
bro.
was gone.
What an idiot.
We opened the delivery app to try and find out who he was. When we did, I noticed I had a text back from the driver. It was a confused message explaining how he had left the moment he took the picture of the food, and how he was never banging on my door.
Can this dude be any more stupid? Like, are you trying to go to jail? Are you trying to go to prison?
He had no idea what I was talking about. I ended up filing a report with the police, and that was it. I don't know who that guy was then. I don't know what he was planning that would make him go so far as to fake being my delivery driver just to get me to unlock the door.
Or maybe it was maybe he was telling the truth. Because No, but like, why would he do that? I don't know, actually.
I still think about how he lunged at me, and
Yeah,
how
what
if
an
I had left the screen door
idiot.
unlocked, he easily could have gone inside.
And then I would on his ass. Hey, W video for real. That number, no, number 4 was the scariest one by far. Comment down below what you think the scariest video was. Peace.